Hey. Can I like comment?
Oh no!
Oh, sorry.
Sorry guys, as you can tell, we're inside, so our setup's totally
some
different.
things up. So because you have this, I can
Yeah. You can chat on that.
So he has the computer set up and he has the phone set up. So I think this is pretty cool.
I agree. So that way we are able to, she can chat with you guys over there, and I can just sit here and look like, hey, it's me.
Well, I didn't even realize, we might want to just put no, that's going to be awkward because my face can be like, but,
You can probably slide that in front like that.
okay.
That way your face is not.
I don't really need the chat, but the chat being here is
that
pretty
way you
awesome.
can read it.
So hit the like and go ahead and say hello in the comments. I want to make sure everything is going through properly.
Yep.
That would be very, very helpful.
Oh, hold on. Something's going to mess up, and that's because I won't take side today, so things are kind of different. So we apologize for the technical difficulties right now.
Capture moments as they happen.
Woo.
We're learning all sorts of stuff lately.
Yep. So thank y'all so much for jumping on and being here with us. We really appreciate it. Sorry about it kind of being confusing from last week. We completely forgot about VBS. So I had it scheduled and ready to go, and then it just seemed to realize that, hey, we got VBS. So we kind of had to
Which VBS is Vacation Bible School, for those of you who don't know. I never knew what it was. So our children had a blast at Vacation Bible School.
Yep.
It's always a blessing to us. We make sure we sign them up. So we wanted to talk specifically today on monetization and what that is like. You hear a lot of things about monetization, like you have to get your 4,000 watch hours and you have to have your 1,000 subscribers all done within a 12-month period.
Yep.
So
hey, Mariah.
Hey. So we have actually been, well, my YouTube account has been up for quite some time. I think it's 2017, and that's the YouTube account that we use, that we changed to Jesus Loving Homesteader. Let me make sure. 2018. So it's been up since January 2018. And we didn't start doing videos. Let me see my oldest video. I don't know how they're gonna.
Hey, how you doing? Good time with Jen and Steve.
I have to go all the way down there. Wait, oh no. I have printed out
Or handy
some
dandy
stuff.
notes. My wife loves printing papers.
I really love printing paper. Printing stuff. My oldest video. Oh, but it's not in order.
Oh, it's not in date order. It's in watch time order.
It's not in date time order. It's on watch time order. But
and this is even in the last 28 days. So if no one watched that video, it's not going to pop up.
No.
I meant to tell you that.
Great. So now I have to go do the other thing that I've done. I have to figure out, because I really do want to know. I want you guys to know when our first video was. Okay, so it says 2 years ago. So let me see if I can get a little bit more information.
You just have to go to the studio.
Than just 2 years ago.
But yeah, monetization, it's a whole different thing. Printed on paper rather than reading off a device. That's her.
Too.
She's all about that stuff. Me, I'm more or less the tech guy. I like having it I like physical things in some instances, but others I'd prefer technology because I can compress so much stuff into one little thing.
We homeschool, and it's usually cheaper if you just print the curriculum off the website, and I prefer to buy the booklet because I don't want to go out and do all that stuff, or it's just what it is. Okay, so our first video was October 30th, 2019.
Wow, that was
a long time ago.
Wow. Yeah, that was like almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah. And that video is called Before Extending the Garden Transformation. We officially, I did that on my own accord.
Yeah.
I just went outside. I was like, you know what? I have a YouTube. why don't I just record and see kind of what our garden, how it progresses.
Yeah.
And that was just for me. I was just like, I just want to see how it's going to turn out so I can look back at it. And sometime along that, I don't know how we started just being like, you know what, maybe let's just do this. Let's record it. I think it was like 2 or 3 videos after that.
Yeah, because she really started it, like she was saying, as a documentation process. We did it so we can have something to look back on.
Right.
And then, yeah, I don't know how it started. I think she started kind of getting into it and realizing that, hey, you could do this stuff. So she started making a little more videos and posted them for that reason.
Actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure I started getting a bunch of views on it. And when I say a bunch of views, it was like 20 views or something. When I uploaded, I was like, oh, people are watching this. And it was just my one little, thank you so much.
You.
It was just my one video, October 30th, 2019. Just it's literally, you can go back and look, it's just a video of our garden, and it was close to nothing. It was 3 garden beds, and I was just walking around like, this is all going to change soon. Because I wanted to do a whole back to Eden method, because I wanted to just grow better and bigger, and I wanted to do it the right way. So we started watching YouTube.
Yep.
We went to Paul Gauchi, Back to Eden Garden Method, and I was like, I want to do this. So fast forward, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 videos, the first 6 videos, they were all like, I don't know, a few weeks apart. They were pretty much strictly on, look, we've got mulch, you know, look, we mulched the beds and we moved the chicken coop. They were very basic.
Yep.
There was nothing special. They were with my camera. I was moving and jiggling it around, and we were like, wow, people are actually interested in this. I wanted my family to watch it because I wanted them to see the transformation. So we were like, let's do this. Let's create videos.
Yep.
And thank you, Mariah. I wanted you guys to see kind of the process, and I really want you guys to see how much you could actually make when you're small like us. We're small fish in a very big sea. I even would go as far as we are plankton right now.
I would go as far as saying we're microplankton.
We're microplankton in the big sea. So I wanted you guys to see. But even though we're microplankton, we will discuss how much we've made so far.
Yeah.
So as we continued, we just started being like, okay, so what will people watch? I want to still create this audience to where they're watching us progress, but I don't want it to be a vlog. And I don't have anything against people who do vlogs. I know a lot of people who love vlogs. Like many people who watch and will watch hours of people's lives. And even we have watched a few vlogs of people vlogging about their day-to-day. But for us, for me specifically, I can't just record myself doing random stuff. I don't know why. I can't do it. I can't record myself going to feed the chickens. I feel like I need both of my hands. I need to I like to do things quick too. So because I like to do it quick, I like to multitask when I can, and I need all of my attention when I multitask. I knew for sure that we would not be a vlogging channel. So we're like, okay, so since we're not vlogging, what are we going to do?
Yep.
And I figured, okay, you know what? As I do things, like if I have something, like I knew how to, at that point, let me see, I knew that the Back to Eden Garden method progress was doing fairly well. So I was like, our first official video that we actually tried to get people to watch was called Back to Eden Garden First Spring. I pretty much spent 12 minutes discussing what Back to Eden gardening was. And I kind of showed a little bit of where we were. And then after that, we decided we wanted to collect rainwater. So my husband went over rainwater totes, IBC totes that we were building. So he went over that. And then from there, I'm pretty sure COVID hit. Yes, COVID hit.
Yeah.
And when COVID hit, we had a small gap to where we had a little bit more time. He wasn't off work very long. It was maybe a week, if that.
I don't even think that. I don't think I ever
Or
missed work.
oh no, you weren't off work. You were part-time or like you guys weren't working the full time.
Yeah, we were getting off early at like 3:30. So
Yes. Hello, God's Construction. G Mama Grows. Thank you for watching. So he was coming home very earlier. So we're like, okay, we're both the type of people that want to work. We want to do stuff. We want to improve our house. We want to improve things in a frugal way. So we're starting to want to be more self-sufficient. So that's when we decided, let's get rabbits.
yeah.
We were watching some channels on getting rabbits. So we ended up he built a hutch. We did not record that. But we did go over the hutch that he built and the rabbits. When we got the rabbits, we discussed that.
Yeah.
So those videos right now, those are our first
That's kind of how it started with us. Honestly, it really was. We just kind of like, well, this is our life right now. And then eventually started seeing what it was to really categorize things
Right.
and what interests people and things of that nature.
And that didn't come on till later because, like I said, even now, I'm just like, okay, we're still like this.
Yeah.
He's like, let's get rabbits. Okay, we're getting rabbits. Let's record this. Okay. So we sat, we recorded it. And then, so these first, 10 videos was like back to eating gardening. We got the rainwater harvesting system. You want to go check our son real quick?
He probably got
They're
kicked.
in the pool and he's crying. Our son he's the youngest, so he cries. So the first 10 videos were just basic steps in preparing self-sufficiency, basic steps in trying to get our YouTube channel kind of kicked off, kind of starting from the basics. Those views right now, most of these videos were 2019, 2020, and they range from 35 views to about 321 views. Not bad. I mean, not bad. They were not the best quality. We didn't have a mic. We didn't know what system to use, program. We didn't know what program to use. So for those just starting off, I'm okay with those views. And they're pretty far down there now. Let me check how many videos we have right now. We have, You would think this would show me this right now. Sorry, guys. I don't like to, hold on. It's not showing me how many, 167 videos right now. As authentic and that, aw, you're so sweet. I enjoy y'all's method to your madness. We appreciate that.
It really is a madness at times. But we certainly try our best because we do try to be authentic. We really try our best to show what life really is. So many people, they try to make it too perfect, and I'm guilty of that. My wife tries to tell me all the time. She's like, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Well, you know what? And there's a spot for people like him because he's the editor.
Yeah.
So everything that's kind of very natural for us in video, anything that's kind of like he's able to edit that with that. I'm not the editor. He's usually the cameraman. He just got a little mic. Which we're so bad with mics, guys.
Horrible.
We've already gone through 2 mics because we've either lost it, it fell out outside. I don't know, just craziness. But that part is for him. He's really good at the editing and the taking care of the little equipment. We don't do anything special with our equipment.
We don't.
I'm just gonna let you know that right now. We went on Amazon. We paid $40 for a mic, if that.
If that.
So don't let people scare you. You do not have to spend all this big money on equipment.
That's our mic.
For people to watch your videos. Our editing program was iMovie, right? No.
Yeah. Well, no, not at first. It was InstaShot at first. That was our first program we used. And I think in the beginning videos, you can actually see it has a watermark in it.
Yeah.
So it has the watermark on InstaShot. And then we began to transfer over to iMovie.
Right.
Once I realized that that's available and it has no watermark and you can do a lot of on there.
And iMovie was free.
Yeah, correct. If you have an Apple device, it's 100% free.
99% of our videos were from 96% of our videos were from iMovie, and it was free.
Yeah.
So we really enjoyed that program. And it wasn't until I wanted to add, or we both kind of wanted to add the little subscribe stuff that we ended up getting a new program called Filmora Go. Filmora, Filmora Go. That program, how much is it? Do you know?
I have no idea. I don't know
It's
what
very
you pay for
inexpensive.
it. And there's two versions of it. You have the version, of course, like your computer, and then there's a phone app to go with that as well.
Let me see how much this is real quick.
So I can't remember how much you paid for it, but that one is pretty cool because it helps you to be able to add that whole pop-up subscribe, the like button, please comment, and things like that. So we just started getting into that on the Filmora.
So for 3 months, it's $10.
It's not bad.
$9.99 for 3 months. And for us, now that we're kind of progressing a little bit, that's something we're able to afford.
That's like $3
$10
a month.
for 3 months. We really do like Filmora. You can add all sorts of special stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and it also has better editing. So like your different layers, because you can put.
I'm gonna write that on the thing.
You can put a voiceover in it, and you can do music, but you can put one in the foreground, one in the background, and you can really do a lot more editing on Filmora than iMovie. I've noticed iMovie has quite a bit, and I can do a lot with it. I just think we're trying to get more into the serious editing things that's cheaper. So that's kind of what it is. But I enjoy editing videos. I like going through and taking pieces out and really building it and seeing what it was to what I can make it into.
Right.
So those are definitely what we use. But yeah, most of our videos have been iMovie, and it's worked great for us. Absolutely great.
Yeah, and what we've learned, if you build your audience and you talk to people, like we enjoy talking to people, we really do, but we also know that we may not be able to be as consistent. Like the Bland's Promised Land Ranch, they are extremely consistent with their Thursday nights.
Yeah.
So as you can see, if you go to their lives, they're going to have, I mean, the most I've seen on their lives about 40 people, or probably more than that.
Yeah.
They have a really good, consistent following on their live streams because they are consistent. We're not consistent with live, so we range about 6 to 12 people.
Yeah.
I think 12 is the most that we've had on our live streams. So with live streams, if we go an hour, you're gonna get, if you 7 people watch us for an hour on a live stream, we're gonna get 7 hours, and that goes towards for that year. So to get monetized.
Yeah.
So we try to range our lives to 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours, so we can get a little bit extra. It's a lot easier to get watch hours when you're doing a live because everyone you know for sure is like on there, and you can kind of see and tell. And right after your video cuts, it will tell you how many watch hours you made. So for a video, our biggest concern at first were like, our videos are short. Yeah. I was like, our videos would range from like 8 to 20 minutes. And 20 is like
20 was
a few.
High.
Yeah, usually it was like 8 to 12.
Yeah.
And that's because we're very to the point, and I don't like to put too much in the video. So
hey, homesteading pastor.
Hi, how are you?
Doing Pastor Lon.
So if you're not following Homesteading Pastor, they have awesome videos as well.
Yes.
Then they are monetized. So yes, people do lives because you get watch hours way faster.
Yeah.
And you can see it right then and there.
Yeah.
Now for a video, let's say we make a 6-minute video, it's gonna take quite a bit of people to
Yep.
get on there for us to make an hour
Yeah, so
for that
if
video.
you make a 6-minute video, 10 people have to watch it all the way through to get an hour.
Yeah.
So that's our biggest hurdle, I feel like, with us. But at the same time, we enjoy the shorter videos because
Yeah.
that's what we aim our videos for.
And we won't get rid of
So-
that. That's just something that you have to decide for yourself. What are you willing to get rid of, and what are you willing to do to change for whatever you need?
Yeah.
We're not willing to go over 30 minutes if we could help it.
Yeah.
I like myself. I like shorter videos. I like to get all the information right
Yep.
then and there, especially if especially with a channel like us. We're telling you how to grow spaghetti squash. That's a great example because I'm going to tell you how much we've made off that one video.
And Pastor Lon, we are doing absolutely wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you so much for asking.
God is good.
Amen.
Okay, so actually, that's not even our top video right now.
It's our top views.
View-wise it is, but it's not our top video. So the past 28 days, that's what this is. If you have the app YouTube Studio, and there's other apps as well that will tell you kind of how you're doing and what's going on.
Yeah.
We use YouTube Studio way more. So it's telling us the past 28 days, gardening in Texas heat, which I uploaded last year. Yeah, last year,
Yeah.
2021, is the high-ranking video right now in the last 28 days. And we've gotten 177 hours of watch time from that video.
Yep.
And that video is, I wanted to see how long it was.
I think that video is like 15 minutes.
Let me look. I guess I can just, I want to give you as much information as I can.
Yeah. Because, I mean, again, like if you're doing this and you're trying this, it's good to have that information. It's
Right.
good to understand what other people have gone through, what they're going through, in order to help you as well.
Okay, so that video is 18 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay.
That's one of our high-end videos.
Yeah.
But it's high because it's long because it was a lot more information.
Yeah.
I discussed a little bit more about the plants and everything. So yeah. So that video did pretty good for us. It has 12,000 views on it, 452 likes. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I know I have this information right here, but it doesn't have everything that I want to be on it. I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so that video did really good. And you know what? Once your video spikes, so gardening in Texas heat was made when it started getting hot in Texas.
Yep.
So what I did, gardening in Texas heat, just a simple title, and I put the tags. If you go on YouTube Studio and you edit your video, it'll give you an option to do tags. So what a tag is something that somebody might write on the board. Do y'all know if it affects watch hours if a viewer watches in 1.5 speed versus normal? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Very good question. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know.
I wouldn't think so. We'll have to look at.
If it does, that's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
I'd be upset. I'd be like, man, like.
Yeah.
But I understand, especially if it's a long video, you're trying to get through it. So.
Right. I don't know, but yeah. So I made a simple title because I knew people would be doing that. I do that. I would have been like, gardening in Texas heat. It's hot hell. You know, like, I would something very simple. Now, some tags on that video.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you an example of the tags we ended up putting on there.
She does all the naming of the videos and the tags and stuff and the descriptions because she knows what she's looking for. So she's the one that researches and watches a lot of videos on YouTube. So she's more of that. I'm the editor. I get the video ready. I upload it, and then she does all the wording and all that stuff because she's better at those algorithms.
So
than
my
I am.
tags would be gardening in Texas, gardening in heat, hot varieties, hot planting varieties, things like that. Something that somebody would type in,
Yep.
and it would ping our video.
Yep.
And because so many people were going for gardening in Texas heat or typing it in, YouTube boosted our video on the algorithm.
Yep.
So if somebody's watching a video about a hop variety plant, our video could probably be on the end. I don't think it matters if you watch the video in high speed. Yeah, I wouldn't think so
Cool.
either. Ads. Yeah, you have to watch the ads.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what we have it on right now, they give you an option. What were the options for the ads?
Well, you can just make it to where you have skippable ads, non-skippable ads, where things just kind of pop up, like those small little ad banners pop up. So there's different categories you can do on your ads. For me, I just selected all of them. The majority of them, for what I looked, I think it said like 70-something% of our ads are skippable ads, which, hey, I don't mind, whatever. Like, if people want to skip the ads, skip it, Those that want to help our channel won't. So, I mean, again,
and if you're we get it, guys. Like,
Yeah.
we get it. Sometimes, let's say you're canning something and you have to hurry up and find a video and you're like, oh no, am I supposed to put this or this? And you're pressed for time and you're like, I can't watch this ad.
Yeah.
I get it.
And sometimes
totally get it.
ads, just me personally, there's ads I don't want to watch.
Right. Oh,
Some
yeah.
crazy ads will pop up and I'm like, bloop,
That's
skip.
a good point. So, okay, another point. We have no control over what ads they are putting on our video. No control. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. They could put some crazy ad on there, which I haven't seen anything too extreme, but I have seen some things that we are not for.
1 minute, I'm skipping.
If the first
Hey, I don't blame you at all.
That used to be me. That used to be me until I realized that my friends get paid for this. Then this is just me personally. Now I will keep the ad on.
Yeah.
But what we did for our ads is they gave us an option. They're like, do you want us to do it? A mixture of ads, the skippable ones and the non-skippable? And we pretty much said yes. We did that because we didn't feel like sitting there every single video placing an ad on there. So whatever is on there, that is because YouTube decided to put it on there.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with it.
I think they do try in the algorithms to try to gear it towards what the channel's talking about.
Right.
So if it's a big gardening channel like ours, I think they try to do that in the algorithms. But I mean, it's not a guarantee. So,
like, I've seen Christian channels where the ad ended up being like some Muslim thing, like a Muslim ad. I mean, sometimes they just try to bulk up religion with religion, so that kind of happens as well.
After 32 seconds, probably.
Maybe. I'm not sure. So gardening in Texas heat. Back to what I was talking about. So gardening in Texas heat, yes, we've made in the past 28 days.
Which is since we've been monetized, because I don't think we've been monetized
We've
over a
been
month.
monetized like 19 days.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure 19 days. So yeah, we've made 70 subscribers from that video. And the reason why there's so many subscribers, like I said, once your video hits that algorithm, I mean, anything can happen. The more catchy the words are. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah, and the thumbnails, she keeps getting sidetracked. But even the thumbnails are a huge thing in YouTube as
which
well.
we're not good at. I'm going to tell you right now, I know people who go above and beyond on their thumbnails. They are nice, they are clear, they have words. I mean, editing is on point. We're not that channel. Maybe one day. But right now, I'm kind of just like, that's a clear picture. Or I will... I'll let the video play and I'll screenshot it and I'm like, is that clear enough? And then I'll put it on the thumbnail. And like I said, we have 4 children. We're in ministry. We're always doing something. I honestly, every second counts for me.
We are the same. We're not catch bait. Our trick, what is it called?
I don't either.
Trick bait or catch bait, whatever it's called.
Yeah, on it. Yeah, that clickbait.
Clickbait. There we go. Thank you.
I'm the same way. This is just me. Okay, this is just me. I will not give you some high-end picture, edited thumbnail, and then give you my video that literally looks nothing like the thumbnail. I do that because I want you to know what you're clicking.
Yeah.
Because, it's actually, it counts against us if you click our video and watch like 2 seconds and then get off.
Yeah.
That counts against us. I want you to know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
I want you to be able to watch our video all the way through.
Yeah, I would rather you watch the video because the thumbnail is like about what the video is.
Right.
You know, nothing crazy or nothing that just tries to get clicks. I know so many people who use clickbait, but yeah, we're with you, God's Construction. We don't do clickbait. Like,
Right.
I'm not about that.
We're not. So 70 subscribers, that ended up hitting the algorithm, and I mean, people wanted to know how to garden in Texas heat.
Yep.
We're also big on whatever your channel is about, you go ahead and use that to your advantage.
Yeah.
So we are Texas gardeners. So hi Cottonwood.
Hey, Cottonwood.
Most of our tags and things, North Texas gardening, Texas gardening, gardening in the heat, you know, North Texas this. We want to push that audience because I know a lot of people here in the area that are gardening.
Yeah.
So I want them to know exactly what we're doing. I want them to know that they're not the only ones late to plant tomatoes. You know, I want them to know that things can still produce. So with that video in the past 18 days so far, or 19 days, we've made $14.67. Each ad you get, nothing crazy, a few cents for the ad. And I guess people are watching the ad. So I'm okay with that.
At least enough of it.
So you'll make okay, so let's say, I think YouTube gets
30%.
30% of the cents that you make for each ad. And then we get the rest.
Yeah, YouTube gets 30% of all revenue that you make through them. So if you make $100, they're going to get $30 of that 100. And that's not counting taking out taxes and all that stuff as well.
And
so.
I know for many that I want to go ahead and say right now, we are not expecting to live off this income.
No.
So this is not something that we are working. Every cent that we've made over these videos, a blessing.
Yeah.
This is something that is going to go to our animal feed. This is something that, you know, is going to be an extra treat, money extra, so we can take our children for ice cream. This is not something that huge income for our family. This is something special for us. This is a hobby. I don't want this to consume our life.
Yeah.
We have a life outside of YouTube, and we're thankful for a life outside of YouTube. We're not neglecting our children when we're on live stream. They're in the pool.
Yep.
They're enjoying time, and we try to make it a time too where we're kind of settled down.
Yep.
So I'll tell you the total amount we've made so far in 18 days. We've made $43.65. And we have, how many videos did I say?
167.
167 videos. We have ads on all the videos. We are not hold on, remember to put some aside for taxes as well. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. You're right. Taxes is very important. You are going to need to tax this income.
Yep.
Do it. Yeah, so very important. Let me see what else I wanted to go over. So right now we have some videos that haven't done as well, which it is what it is. Some of the videos have 0.
Oh, thank you, Mariah.
Oh, thanks.
Oh.
Hey, that's the first time that's happened.
It is our first one.
This is like, oh yeah, once you get monetized, that can happen.
Yeah, super chat.
That's pretty cool. Thank you so much. So obviously our lowest doing video, a ton of videos did not get monetized or don't have money, but 1 cent. We've made 1 cent on quite a few videos.
Hey,
but you know what? That 1 cent counts for something, guys. That's right. That's a special thing. I wasn't making 1 cent a month ago. That's awesome. Everything. See, I've been seeing a lot of videos talking about, you don't make too much. You don't. But guess what? You didn't have this 1 cent a month ago.
Yep.
So
and again, to become that rich YouTuber, right? Like, we really did this because, for one, we just wanted to document stuff, and then we realized, hey, we can do something. So we began to work on it, and it's like, you know what? It's obtainable, this goal that we're looking for. And really, God has shown his favor upon us in this, and connecting with people like you is honestly a blessing in itself. And being able to watch y'all's channels and connect with you. And yeah, I'm excited for 1 cent, because
Me
guess
too.
what? If we have 100 videos that make 1 cent, that's $1. You know, growing up, that's what it was. It was like you collect all the pennies, right? Because you put it in your piggy bank. And I feel like that's what we're just doing, and we're looking forward to it. And we're so thankful and honestly blessed that we're even able to make anything from this going forward from here. So,
And back to the titles, I wanted to go back on that.
and thank you, Squeaky Tree Homestead, and welcome.
Like Homesteading Pastor said, yes, thank you, Squeaky Tree. Your title on your video is important.
Yeah.
It's very, very important. You don't want it to be super long. You want it to be to the point about your video.
Yep.
Um,
Put the long stuff in the description.
yes, the description. That's another thing we learned. Write a description on your videos, and the longer you do it, the better the algorithm will catch it.
Yeah, because your tags is supposed to tag the words within your title and your description. So the more times, let's say garden, you put gardening in your title, you put gardening five times in your description, and then you put gardening in your tags. So when someone looks up gardening, your video is going to be one of the top ones because you use that word so much, if that makes sense.
How bad is our quality right now? Because I'm looking on our computer and our quality is not good.
I hope it's just our computer, because our Wi-Fi at the house is horrible.
Yeah,
So are we lagging out to you?
like really bad. Oh, good to know about the description.
Yeah, description plays a huge part into
I think
it.
I'm gonna put it on my phone just
Just to see.
yeah.
Take it off Wi-Fi and then
Well, I thought I did. Never mind. Let me see how our quality
not
is.
great. I had a feeling, man.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. And I'm not even on our Wi-Fi, like,
our Wi-Fi is really bad.
yeah. But eventually I'll be able to maybe buy more.
Okay, I'm gonna just
Yeah.
turn this off.
Why? This isn't gonna do anything. Okay. It's good here in South Carolina. A little laggy, but not overly bothersome. Okay. Well, I guess we're having a little range of different stuff here and there.
Okay,
But
you're right. Didn't affect that.
yeah, that's on the internet. I'm not
Okay.
on the internet.
Now,
Great. I gotta get back to it.
thank you for letting us know. We appreciate that, guys.
Yes.
I don't want you guys to be watching us if we're super laggy.
Yeah, it really bothers me.
Me too. Okay, so I've noticed that our videos with the very straightforward titles are the ones people are watching the most.
Yeah.
Even if they're not super like popular. The ones that which our dog is making lots of noise.
I don't think I've heard her make that before.
Me
That's
neither.
So funny.
So yes, your title means a lot.
Yeah.
And know your audience again.
Thank you so much, Pastor Lon. I appreciate that.
Know your audience. You're gonna have some people that are gonna go to your channel for, if you do clickbait, they're gonna be like, oh, cool, and then they're gonna click it, and then they're gonna be like, okay, I'll watch it, but then you're gonna have a majority of them that are gonna click it, and they're gonna be like, oh, that's not even what this was.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person, if I get sucked in by the clickbait, I click and then I scroll, like I move forward. What is it called? I skip a lot to see what's going on. You don't want that. You don't want people skipping. Yeah, that was our dog.
That was our dog.
That was the weirdest thing. I don't know what in the world. So you don't want people skipping through your video. That counts against you.
Yes, it does.
Make it straightforward,
Yeah.
what you're doing.
And that's why, again, going back to why our videos are the length that they are. Because we get straight to the point, we get it done, we do what we need to, so that way the information gets to you and you're not having to skip a lot or you're not having to go through a lot. It's there for you.
Decide early on what your channel is going to be like. Are you going to be a vlog, or are you going to be a little bit more like
Instructional.
DIY? Instructional, yes. Our channel is very much instructional.
Yep.
Even though we do have occasional videos that are kind of like, look at these ducks swimming. You know, we are very much instructional. So we tend to attract a lot of people who want to learn how to do this and want more instructional videos.
Yep.
Now, if you are a vlogger, try to make the majority of your videos a vlog. If the video is pruning tomatoes and you aren't pruning tomatoes in the first 30 seconds, that's exactly
Yep.
how I am.
Yep.
That's
That's me
exactly
too.
how I am. I'm like, really? Yeah. He's always like, I don't want to see random stuff. He's like, I want you to go straight to the point.
Yeah, if you're gonna talk about feeding pigs, go feed your pigs.
Yeah.
But that's just
But
me.
that's just us.
That's me.
We are
like,
not the audience for
yeah,
you.
correct.
If you enjoy doing the
Yeah.
other stuff. But there is an audience for you.
Correct.
So don't get discouraged.
Yep.
There is an audience out there
Yep.
for you. I see them all the time.
Yep.
I watch some vlogs and I see that.
Yep.
But just decide what you want to do for your
Correct.
video. Channel instructional, channel vlog, channel DIY. Like I don't know. Just figure it out.
Yep.
And if your channel is a gardening channel, push that. You are a gardening channel.
Yep.
Or if you are homesteading, push homesteading.
Yep. Or if you're a pastor, like Pastor Lon, and you're a homesteader, do both. I mean, I'm a pastor too, and we've done some devotionals on our channel, not as much as I would like, but you know, again, know your audience, know what you're pushing for, and commit to that.
If you are a couple, okay, this is really important. If you are a couple,
What
and
about
you're
just marriage life?
hey, there are marriage YouTubes.
Yeah.
There are marriage YouTubes.
Yep.
So we are a couple, and we started doing this at first with one channel. We have one channel, Jesus Loving Homesteader. But then we started realizing that when I was doing lives, or if I was doing something, there was no way for him to kind of be involved and answer questions and all that stuff if I was busy or something. So he made his own channel. He made Jesus Loving Pastor. Jesus Loving Pastor, we made it kind of catchy so it can like fit with so they can know husband, wife.
Yeah.
We don't use that channel for anything except for him being able to go on lives and answer questions.
Yeah. Which I haven't been doing because we use my phone to live on.
Yeah, lately. Or to your channel and just saw your post on homesteading group about this live. Yay, thank you so much. So
and welcome, by the way.
Yes, welcome. So having two YouTubes for us is very beneficial. We have the main one where we make all the videos and the lives and all that stuff, and then we have one to where he can answer questions, he can keep people updated, he can go on lives of people that he's interested. We're not both interested in the same things.
Nope.
I mean, we have an awesome friend, Bar Run Forge. Awesome channel, Troy. I enjoy his forging. He will watch the lives and the videos. He's more into that. I'll give you an example.
Yep.
I may enjoy butterfly garden YouTube. So I'm going to be on there on Jesus Loving Homestead channel, and he'll probably not. So he won't use his thing to be on there.
Yeah.
And it helps to differentiate male, female, husband, wife when I'm on Jesus Loving Homesteader and he's on Jesus Loving Pastor.
And another thing, more watch hours.
Yeah, more watch hours too.
Because you watch your own
Right.
stuff.
That's a good point. Yeah.
You know.
So he can hop on his, and he's considered a watch hour because he's a completely different channel.
Yep.
Thank you. I'm so glad you've been listening.
Oh.
So that can also be beneficial in different ways.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so much to it. So many different levels, so many different categories, so much stuff that you can do. And that's the beautiful thing about it is you got to find out what works best for you, and what your channel wants, the lane you want your channel to be a part of.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong. You can mix it up too. Like if you want to do a few vlogs, you can do a playlist and make your playlist with vlogs, make your playlist with DIYs, make your playlist with this, and be able to do that.
Which I mean you can, but if your channel is not going to be set up on vlogs,
Correct.
I really feel like you need to figure out if you're a vlog channel or if you're an other stuff channel. When people watch vlogging, they're looking for a story. They're looking for pretty much your family's show, okay? Like, that's just how it is. And they're going to want to watch. So you want to be as consistent as possible when you're making your videos and your channel. You want to be consistent as possible. I decided one day that I wanted to make videos for families and children. So that's another thing you have to decide. True too. Figuring that out as they get burned out. If you lose subs and you lose subs. Yeah,
Amen.
that's true.
Yep. That's kind of where we are, like, really.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. So I wanted to do children. So that's where a playlist came in hands for us. Now we're not a children's channel. That's another thing. You have to figure out, do you want to have a made for kids channel, or do you want this on a broader scale? We're family oriented, so we're much more towards the family. So because of that, our kids playlist right now is Nature School 101. So nature would mean that there would be the regular ads.
Yeah.
That would mean there would be no commenting. That would mean that a lot of things would be taken away from what it was. But it would have to be directly toward kids. Our nature school is toward family. It's toward parents teaching your children how to do DIY nature stuff.
Yeah.
So we were able to get away with not putting kids only. Now, what happens if our videos are directly towards children only and we don't put kids only? You'll get a strike for that. You can get in trouble for that, having something directly towards kids and it not being put on as kids only. That's a rule on YouTube, and I want to make sure that you guys know that. You don't want strikes. I think you can get 3. And they'll shut your channel down. Yeah. Make sure you take a little skim on the rules on YouTube so you kind of know where to go. Yeah. Music-wise, we used a program one time to put music on our video. We put music on the video and they dung us. They didn't give us a strike, but they gave us a warning.
Yeah, copyright notice.
Yes, a copyright notice. So like, let's say dry instructional doesn't keep me around. I literally can watch the driest people ever. I don't know why. I'm just that person. I will sit there. I love the details of making whatever it is. If I'm interested in it, I'm totally interested in it regardless. I'm also the person that will watch videos with terrible quality. That's just the way I am. If I'm interested in it, I am interested in it and I will watch it. That's just what it is. Yeah. So everybody's so different. That's the beauty of YouTube.
It is.
Everyone's so different. Everybody watches so many different things. Everybody has a different like for this and this and that and that.
And the nature school thing, I think it was cool too, because like she said, it's not geared directly towards kids, but it's a family function. It's something for the family to do. And thank you, Mariah. Yeah, we try to put our kids in there because again, we have children. We are a married couple with kids. This is our life, and we want people to see that and to know that and to realize that, I mean, that's what it is.
Yes.
And another thing about gearing towards kids is something we found out is if you go live, you can't have just kids on the live. Mm-hmm. It'll shut down your live stream. I think we did that one time by accident.
Yeah, and we got they didn't let us go live for a little while.
Yeah, so they were like, "Oh, you broke this rule."
It was our children in a video with our rabbits.
Yeah, like we literally just put it live, propped it up, and they were in there
rabbits.
petting the rabbits. And it took the video off, completely did that, and then blocked us from going live.
Which is for the safety of children.
Yep.
So.
A variety of different types of videos.
And we've noticed that. And you know what's funny is.
Yeah.
I think the reason you're seeing that, guys, is because people are invested in you.
Yep.
I've come to find out that I could we have select people that we know watch our channel a lot. I'm pretty sure I can post videos that are kind of sporadic and outside of the norm, and I know I will have some good friends and invested audience that will watch that.
Yep.
But what we're speaking of is more towards the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah. Like you actually building your audience.
And that gets even deeper because it decides what your CPM is. So
She's like, that's me.
yay! We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Yeah, so
So
much.
let's say your channel is a gardening channel. Gardening channels get a certain CPM. So they get a certain amount of money. However, I don't even know how they do it. It gets super deep and serious.
Yeah.
So if I'm a business channel, like teaching people how to do technology business stuff, their CPM is going to be a certain amount.
It's like the highest CPM actually.
Yes.
It's like technology right now.
So if they were to get out of whatever they're doing on that channel, it will affect the algorithm, it will affect their CPM, and YouTube will take notice of that. So their money will probably differentiate and decrease.
Yeah.
Okay? So the way we're speaking, obviously, guys, we are God Spirit led in all things we do.
Yep.
But I'm just letting you know what we've noticed as far as the algorithm for a specific channel.
Yeah.
If you are a vlogging channel, your algorithm, or a gardening channel, a vlog, your CPM will be a certain thing. The algorithm will take you so far, and etc. Now, if you're more sporadic, you same thing. So this is just pretty much a brief overview of what we've seen as far as the algorithm and what we've experienced.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not telling you to just change things up. I'm not telling you to stay a certain thing and you're stuck in that box forever. I'm just letting you know what we know.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to kind of clear that up a little bit. What is that? Rosetta, are you a spammer or are you kind? I don't even know.
Hey, Hedgehog.
Hi, Hedgehog's Homestead. I hope that made sense.
Yeah.
I hope it did.
It did to me.
Okay. Now, some other things that we've noticed. The reels. Okay, some reels, we're still trying to figure this out.
Oh, yeah.
Some of our reels are not monetized. And a very select few are monetized.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with how you select the options or something.
I have no idea.
But we haven't, I don't know.
The majority of our reels are not monetized. And we can't even find why. But I've noticed the majority of our reels also have a song on them.
Yeah, it could be a copyright
It
thing.
could be a copyright thing. It could be because some of our. Let me see. Let me make sure for sure that I'm not just.
Because even with the copyright thing, it'll give you a warning and let you know that there's a copyright infringement on your video, and you have to go to that video in your studio, and it'll give you options. Either you can completely do away with that song clip, or you can replace it with a song in YouTube that they give you copyright information for, and then you can redo your video with
I'm almost positive it's because,
So-
I'm almost positive it's because the money. I mean the song.
Yeah, correct. But
The
you can,
music.
in Hedgehog, you can change it. So you can go in there and take that copyright out, and it'll show you the area of the video that's copyrighted, and you can either voice over it, take it out completely, or add another song in YouTube selection and put it in there, and then you can launch that video and it'll monetize
So
it.
I just looked at our shorts. It looks like the only ones that are monetized are the ones without music, and it's our audio.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for your shorts to be monetized, as of right now, from what I've seen, I could be wrong, don't put a song on it. Unless you are a musician and it is your song.
Yeah, original audio.
So what happens when let's say we put somebody else's clip or video on our YouTube, on one of our videos, it will ding that person and tell them, hey, this channel has a clip, your stuff, on their thing. Then as that person, they have an option to ding us and make us get a strike and like get us in trouble for that, or to just let it be.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind as well. The shorts that are 15 seconds can't be monetized. Anything above that, like a minute long, those can be monetized. Really?
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Huh. Wait, let me see. That's good information.
Yeah. I think a lot of it has to do with the songs like she's talking about there with our other ones. But I noticed some of them are like categorized different.
Yeah, it's guys, this is pretty in depth.
Epidemic sounds in the shorts.
Epidemic sounds.
I'm not sure about that. I don't think we've done that. She's mostly done just like tracks and songs and stuff over it. So
Let's see.
I think if you go on the actual thing,
You know what? I think we're gonna get back to you guys because I really need to do some thorough investigation.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
shorts
this
is just a
has
whole
no
nother.
music. Everything that I have that doesn't have music, and I think this is. Hold on, how many seconds is this?
That was pretty long.
Is it?
I don't know. Anyways,
No,
yeah.
now I'm invested.
Yeah.
Now I
So
have to
she's gonna
see
be
something.
looking at it.
Once you get me invested,
She's like, I'm gonna find the answer.
I'm going to figure this out.
But yeah, I mean, it's been a lot. Shorts are a whole nother ballgame to me. Like she does all of that. I don't edit. I don't touch shorts. I don't touch reels. That's all her. She does amazing at those. She does a really good job on those. I'm highly impressed with what she does
You're so
with her
sweet.
reels. So that's all her. All the videos. Most of the videos are mine. She's done a few editing on them.
No, yeah. This reel is 16 seconds.
Yeah, but she said 15 seconds can't be. That are 15, so you beat it by 1 second.
I beat it by 1 second.
She
That's
did a 16
so
second
funny.
reel. So see?
Oh well, there's that theory.
There goes that. She's
Hold
still
on.
theorizing over here.
I'm still theorizing. You have 16 seconds. That's hilarious.
But
So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good to know.
yeah, and all the videos she does, you know it too, because she'll say it. She's like, "This is just a raw video," and then she'll post it.
Well, I feel it's so funny because I really do that because I don't want to correct anything. I don't know how to edit. I really don't.
She does it, and instead of waiting for me to do it, she's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna post it because I want to get a video
so
out."
excited that I created a video. Same way, I just got monetized too, so I'm going crazy over here with most. Yeah.
Yes.
It's you don't realize how in depth and deep all of this stuff is
Until you get there.
until you get there, and I want to figure it out. I want to know why
Yeah.
I'm getting 1 cent for this video, and I don't know, $14 for the other video. I want to know, so I
Yeah.
just.
And
it's really interesting.
another thing I want to touch on is the process of monetization. So once you get monetized, you hit your 1,000 hours or your 4,000 watch hours, your 1,000 subscribers, and you get your AdSense. You got to get an AdSense account set up. That's a process. Once you get that set up, then you have to verify yourself. So you have to go through this whole verification process of your email address, your name, your physical shipping address.
They send you a letter in the mail.
Yeah, that's the third step. So once you get everything set up and done, once you hit monetization, they start gaining your money. All right, thank you so much, Pastor Lon. We appreciate it. God bless
Yes,
you, good
God bless
sir,
you.
and a good night. And once you do that, then you have to hit a $10 threshold. Once you hit a $10 threshold, yeah, they'll mail you a letter in the mail that you have to get. Once you get, it has a passcode. You have to go into AdSense, insert the passcode to verify that your shipping address or your physical address is the real one. And then even through all that, you have to verify your tax exempt code.
Aww,
Thank you so much.
thanks. That is so cool.
That is amazing. God bless you. So that's all in the process as well, and it takes a while because they have to verify your identity. So you have to have your social security number inputted. You have to have your address inputted, and then you got to get the code, and you got to input the code, and then you got to
It's probably like
thing's another
a couple weeks process,
Yeah.
if not 3 weeks. Our letter took a while to get here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why. It just did.
That's probably like 7 to 10 business days.
Yeah, it took a little bit of time. Get AdSense, the majority of it done before you get monetized.
Yeah, because you can get all that set up. You just can't verify your tax information and stuff like that until you get monetized.
Right.
So definitely look into AdSense and get that started now and get it going, because that's going to help you. What's the word I'm looking for? It helps you makes the process faster.
Yes.
Now that you already got it done.
Also, like I said, we've been like 19 days in, $43.65. We cannot take that money out until it hits $100.
Yeah, that's the threshold.
So let's say we make $60 this month. That will roll into next month, and until we make the 100, we can take it out.
Yeah.
I actually like that method. I think I'm fine with just waiting to the 100 and getting it out that way, rather than being like, I'm collecting $5 on Tuesday, $6 on Thursday. I like that method. So who knows? We'll see how that goes. We'll see when we hit that 100. But I feel like in Jesus' name, we are on our way there.
And if you want, you can increase it.
What?
You can increase the threshold.
Oh, yeah.
The $100 is just the minimal.
Yeah.
The bare minimum that you can get. So once you hit the $100, you can boost it up to probably as much as you want on your threshold. So the $100 though is just
the
minimum that you can put on.
So if you wanted to wait until it was 200, you could wait till it's 200.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. So is it renewed each year, the monetization?
It's a rolling 365. So today of last year is when it starts. So tomorrow of last year, that's how it works. It's a rolling 365. So basically yesterday, a year ago, no longer counts for our watch hours because yesterday took over for that day. And then once today's over, today of last year no longer counts, but today will take that place.
Also, you have to make at least one video every 6 months, I think is what they said.
Yeah.
But being consistent, we try to do at least one video a week.
Yeah.
If not more, when we can. You want your watch hours to go up. You don't want to just get content. As long as you keep the, you don't want to get content and praise the Lord, we are monetized. Let's not make a video for another 6 months. That's scary because you need those watch hours.
Yeah.
And so, yes, trust the Lord in everything, but also be wise.
Yeah.
And be a good steward. Any money coming in, it's the Lord's, and God is blessing you with it. And so you have to be a good steward with what you have, and you need to be wise with being continuous with this. Like I said, we are hoping to use this money, of course, for tax reasons. We have to pay taxes, but for feed, for the animals the Lord has given us. Give a little bit to the church. You know, it's just be a good steward. Be a good steward. Be wise.
Yeah.
Use wisdom in all the things that you do.
Yeah.
This is a blessing. I mean, like I said before, we didn't think in the beginning we would be getting paid for this. This is something special.
Yeah. And that rolling 365 thing is awesome, but it's also scary at sometimes because let's say like yesterday we did amazing. Like for some reason our videos just went viral. It blew up. We got like 200 watch hours in one day, all this great stuff. That's amazing and it's good. But like she said, if you're not posting consistently, next year when that day hits, those 200 watch hours are going to drop off.
Right.
And if you're not making up for those hours, that's when you start losing hours.
Right.
So it's important to, keep a track on that as well.
An example, the last 28 days, we have 691 watch hours.
Yeah.
That's a lot of watch hours for a small channel. We actually just made 2,000 subscribers today.
Whoop, whoop.
Woohoo! Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
691 watch hours the last 28 days. So the month of...
Hey, Blends.
Hey, we were just talking about y'all.
Yeah.
So next year, in July, those 691, or August, those 691 watch hours would go away. So the consistency is very, very important.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that we're keeping up with what we're supposed to do.
Yeah. And another thing too, like she said, keeping up with your channel and knowing what your is, you'll know you're going to have spikes. We're a gardening channel. So we know that in the summer or in the spring, it's going to hit a big spike because people are getting into gardening. So that's where a lot of our watch hours are going to go. As far as the winter time, we'll have some here and there, but it won't be as hyped or as hyped up because gardening is not going on in the winter. It's more for prepping and things like that. So
Right. So if you know you are a person, your channel is about collecting maple sap from a maple tree. The majority of your videos are going to be somewhere along that season of collecting the maple syrup. So in that off season, when you're not doing that, figure out a way to where you can still get your audience.
Yep.
And it's still kind of surrounding the same subject. Like, I don't know, making pancakes or start infusing your maple syrup. I don't know.
Yeah.
So in the wintertime, we focused a lot on trying to keep last year, one of our beds, we created a greenhouse. No, two beds. We created a greenhouse type cover. And that was to where we were trying to figure out to increase our yield in the wintertime, still have greens available, etc. And that was pretty much what our winter kind of videos were like. It was more towards that, and we were able to still get some watch time from that.
Yep. Extending our season, things like that.
Figure out something to where, or just, I mean, we still have animals. So having a homesteading channel, there's a big range.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, in the wintertime, you need to keep your animals warm. You need to keep them fed. You need to, there's always something.
Yeah.
So, make sure you have those little ideas going on.
Yeah, and the winter time too, I notice is more of a huge project time for me because we're not worried about the garden or the animals. I have more downtime, so I'm able to build things and do things. Like this past year, I put in the wood stove. So we did a video on putting in a wood burning stove in your home and things like that. So you find other ways to get those videos out there and that's geared towards your channel and to move that. So
this heat is not being nice. You better believe it. It's not being kind to us either.
It was 108 here today where we are. I think the high was 108 and it felt like close to 110, 111.
Yeah.
And tomorrow's supposed to be the exact same.
And this is another thing that our channel, I think why certain ones of our channel got really hit by the algorithm, like I told you, like gardening in Texas heat. Another one was tromboncino squash, 3 plants that will always grow in the Texas summers. And I know the unedited truth about Texas heat. Those are our top videos right now, and it's because people are enduring heat. And they're trying to figure out why their plants are dying. So they are going to get our videos and try to figure out what we're doing. Keep that stuff in mind. We did the Texas heat one before the Texas heat was so strong. I was teaching people about different varieties they can grow here that are more tough. And even those varieties, they did really, really well. But even with this super duper high heat, we've seen some sad leaves and things. They're not dead, praise the Lord, but it's just the reality. And don't be afraid to show people that you struggle. I made a video, very short video, the other day about my worms. I completely killed my entire worm bin. And we have a whole album on our playlist of our worm castings, which I didn't put that worm bin thing on there. I need to. About worm castings and how we take over worms. But guess what? I just killed all my worms because it was too hot. I didn't put them completely in the full shade, and I wasn't feeding and giving them consistent water like I should have been because I just wasn't.
Don't be afraid to show your failures because a failure is not really a failure as long as you learn something from it.
Right.
It's a trial. It's something you learn from. It's a learning experience. So it's important to show that, and it's important to show your followers or your watchers that, because you don't want them thinking that everything is going to be perfect or everything is going to be great, because it's not.
It's not.
You're going to have troubles. You're going to have issues, and things are going to happen. And you got to make those decisions, and you need to let your audience know that, so that way they don't go into this thinking it's all sunshine and rainbows.
And if you're in, there's a lot more, if you're an instructional YouTube channel, be sure to actually give the instructions and be very detail oriented when it comes to what you're doing. I'm not going to just show you, this is how I planted my tomatoes that are absolutely thriving, without telling you that I used rabbit manure and I used worm castings to fertilize them.
Yep.
Because then you're going to go home and you're going to plant the same variety I planted in terrible soil, expecting for the exact result I got, and then you're confused why.
Yep.
We have to hold ourselves to a higher level, as far as we need to make sure we're putting out the whole truth.
Yep.
When we are doing an instructional video.
Yep.
I've had to work on this, because not necessarily because I was trying to lie, but I would forget certain details. And in some of our videos that we did forget some details, we ended up writing in letters, kind of, if I missed anything.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's really important to, and like she said, even with the tomatoes, like explaining that, hey, you know what, I planted 20 tomato plants and only 15 of those germinated. And out of those 15 that germinated, only 10 of them were really strong enough to plant out when it was time to
Right.
plant. Showing that and explaining the whole process is so important in these things. And I think that's something that people look for. And again, you want to set people up for success. You don't want to set them up for failure and heartache and them getting discouraged and being like, oh, this is horrible. Why can't I do this? You want to be able to explain those things and help people grow in that area.
I wanted to talk a little bit about subscribers as well. When you first start your channel, or let's say, like I said, our channel's been up since 2018. In the beginning, I was like, everybody subscribe to my YouTube channel. Everyone, hurry up, stop what you're doing, subscribe. I had friends, they're so sweet and supportive and loving friends, who created YouTubes to try to subscribe when they didn't watch YouTube. So that is not going to work. You have to have at least when someone subscribes, they have to at least watch a video, comment occasionally,
Yeah.
or like, for them to be counted as your subscriber and follower for
Yeah.
so much time. Because there's a lot of bots out there. There's a lot of people who create accounts just to torment, or create accounts just to get their subscribers up. But at the end of the day, if we had 1 million subscribers and only 500,000 actually watched our video, that makes a huge difference. And a lot of those subscribers in the 1 million are going to get kicked off. Worry about your content first, and you will get your subscribers.
Yeah.
Don't worry too much about hitting the 1,000 right away. Worry about kind of where you're, like how we've been saying, what your content is. Because Mariah, we learned it the hard way too.
Yeah.
I was like, why are we losing subscribers? Like a week after I told everybody to hurry up and subscribe, that we have a channel and we're getting serious, we started losing subscribers. And I'm like, what in the world? Why are people unsubscribing? But it wasn't that. It was that they weren't watching.
Yep.
So YouTube did it for them.
Yep.
So that's why I'm not saying watch all of our videos. I'm not saying go on our channel and hurry up and watch everything.
I am.
I'm saying if you are interested in something that we put out, you can watch our video. And don't just subscribe to a channel just to subscribe. It's very kind of you. But if you're not going to be watching something, like I'm not going to subscribe to a channel about moon rocks, because I'm not interested in moon rocks. I'm not interested in space at all. That's just me. So, so I wouldn't be interested in that. I'm not going to subscribe to it. Now, if there's a video on cooking, first of all, a channel that cooks, your subscribers are going to go up anyway. People are cooking. People want to learn how to cook and all that stuff. I watch cooking videos just because I can. It could be made with I don't know, some weird plant that I've never heard of, and I'm still gonna watch it because I like cooking.
If you want to see more cooking videos,
I'm also really bad at recording cooking videos. Extremely bad at recording videos, cooking videos, because when I cook, I'm a quick thinker and I'm just like, oh, that looks like it needs this. Oh, let's add this. So I'm really bad at cooking videos.
yeah, we're both kind of not a cook. Well, I don't know, like cookbook instruction follower, ingredient follower.
Unless I'm baking. If I'm baking,
Yes.
I will follow an instructional video. But otherwise, cooking, it's just not our thing. In our kitchen, the way it's set up, it's like a little hallway. Our kitchen is tiny.
Horrible lighting, horrible just.
It's just it's a wonderful kitchen, and I'm very blessed. But it's very small, and
For recording
there's no
purposes.
way we can record stuff efficiently all the time. Videos target the game day meal, snack, appetizers. Oh man, cooking videos give me joy. When I'm watching other people's cooking, it gives me joy. You want to go to Mennonite Farmhouse.
Yes.
The Mennonite Farmhouse. Leanne, she puts out some cooking videos, and then you can see it in her subscribers. She's like up to 7,000 something subscribers.
And it's all from scratch.
People want to cook, especially from scratch, because we're in a time where processed food is not the bee's knees, because you want things to last. You want to know if there's an emergency. Oh, that's another thing. Prepper videos. I didn't realize how many people were into prepper videos, prepper subscribing and stuff. They're going up too. I mean, we're in a time where we're looking to prepare for what's coming.
Yep.
Keep that stuff in mind, guys. What are you good at? What is your hobby? What do you enjoy? What can you do? How can you be more efficient on YouTube?
Yep.
Get with it. I think it was her meatloaf video I watched.
Meatloaf.
Yeah. I love cooking videos. But you probably I won't say never. You won't see cooking videos very often from me. And if you do see them a little bit more often, they're probably going to be reels or like,
shorts and stuff.
Shorts. That's a good thing. This has nothing to do with, well, I guess it could have something to do with YouTube.
No, it doesn't.
Instagram. No, it can't.
Well, I guess if you connect accounts and
Instagram.
Stuff.
Okay. Gear Gridden 19. Okay. If you have an Instagram, you'd name it your YouTube name, and you'd kind of post some stuff so people can get to know you. So they watch Not Enough, they gotta comment. Comments help a lot.
It actually helps with algorithms and stuff as well.
Okay, this has happened to me before. This is why I'm assuming that this is what it is, and I think we've heard this from multiple people before as well. I have actually been subscribed to people, and I liked their channel. And I watched them a few times, and I kind of let go of it a month or two, and I wasn't subscribed to them anymore. And I was like, why am I not subscribed? And I noticed if I occasionally made a comment, I would stay subscribed, even if I wasn't on it as much. Now, Instagram. Instagram is completely different from YouTube, but let's say you make shorts. So on Instagram, those are called Reels, Reels. If your Reels are hitting the algorithm a lot, and Instagram deems your page as something special as far as Reels, they will pay you and monetize you on Instagram. And from what I've heard, you get paid more on Instagram than you do on YouTube. But Instagram doesn't have the special rules that YouTube has, where it's like 1,000 here, 4,000 views. Instagram has to pick you.
Yeah.
Your Reels and stuff for you to be monetized. So that is another outlet as far as making some side money. We do not do TikTok. We're a channel that's against doing TikTok.
Yep.
For us, we will not do TikToks. We don't support TikTok because we're also a channel that's very big against sex trafficking. Very big again. We are pro children 100%.
Yeah.
So we have seen a lot of terrible things on TikTok, more terrible than good.
Yes, people love to eat.
But if you are on TikTok, you can probably vouch for the fact that they will also pay you, and you can get an abundance of money for that as well. But we don't support TikTok, so we're not on TikTok. We don't plan on getting on TikTok. So right now our main thing is Instagram and YouTube. I'm trying right now to get our Instagram monetized by Reels. Reels can be made very easily. It's just a matter of doing it. And you have a short time for it, just like shorts. You have a certain amount of time. You have to squeeze everything in there if you want it to be a reel.
Yep.
People love to eat. Yes, they do. I'm actually hungry right now. So we'll probably be off in a second.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I covered all bases. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a question in the comments so we can kind of try to go over it if we know the answer.
Yeah.
We're also not big on just making up stuff. I'm telling you some stuff that we've heard or that we've experienced ourselves, and if I'm unsure, I will let you know that I'm unsure.
Yeah. So.
And just from this live, looks like it's going on 9 hours of watch time.
No, that's the average
Correct?
view duration.
Oh wait, how many? Oh, it doesn't tell us.
No.
Oh, okay.
We haven't.
Well,
Yeah, we won't hit it yet. Not until.
oh, okay. Never mind. It's not telling us. But it does tell us other cool stuff like the average view duration.
The views and the concurrent viewers.
And it has a little graph. Yeah, it tells you all sorts of stuff. If you've never gone live, go live at least once and kind of see and feel what you're doing.
Yeah.
And when you get serious about going live, we're going to start, there are programs like StreamYard and Melon.
Yeah.
Melon, you pay $15 a month. StreamYard, you pay $20 a month for the basic package. Consider that if it's worth it or not for you.
Yeah. Especially if you like to have guests on your platform and stuff.
That's a huge thing, a huge subscriber boost as well.
Yeah.
When you have guests on, because people from their channel will go to your channel and they're watching your stuff. Bye.
Right,
Feed
bye.
the children.
Take care of those kiddos.
So when you have guests, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Husband loves sports. StreamYard free for 20 hours a month. Yes, that too.
Yeah.
20 hours a month for free. But you don't get all the special stuff.
Yeah.
If you wanted special stuff, like more things to do with that.
Yeah.
Trying to think. I think that's about it. I think that gives you kind of the gist. We're thankful for you guys watching. I hope we helped you a little bit.
Yeah.
We are not experts. Like I said, we're only going monetized for like 18 days. But this is what we've experienced.
Yep.
God bless you guys. We appreciate you guys coming on and listening. You help our channel. You supported us. Even if you just hopped on, you've supported us.
Yep.
And we couldn't do this without you guys. This cannot be possible. This is money for feeding our family in general. I mean, even if it's just for feed for our animals, that helps our family.
Yep.
Sweetie Tree Homestead, God bless you. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, we are excited as well. You're welcome, and again, y'all have a great night, a great evening. We will see y'all on the next chance that we have. It won't be next week because again, we have our children in another VBS. So therapeutic.
Cooking videos are therapeutic.
Yes.
Especially when they don't have any sound, like when they don't have people talking.
Just the noise.
And it's just you're like.
And the sizzling on the pan.
Oh, okay. Before we leave, I have to tell you this one thing. Me and my children, we don't really do too much TV, like not much, because of the craziness. We don't even have cable, but we love watching this village woman in like Russia. She cooks outside, and everything's from scratch. It is the best. I love videos where it's just sound, where it's like there's not much talking, there's just like the different natural sounds and stuff. That woman makes a killing. She has to have. I mean, she has an abundance.
Like probably like hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
Because, I mean, it literally is therapeutic. Let me try to find this channel. Village Woman Cooking. That's all you gotta do.
She's gonna find it.
Yes, her channel is called
Kend Hayati.
Okay, I'm for sure that I'm sad that you can't really see this, but oh, let me see. Oh
No,
my
you just
word!
pushed
Why
it.
did I do that? Oh no, it's not. It's Country
Oh,
Life
the
Vlog.
There we go.
Country Life Vlog. Awesome channel, guys. Let me put her in here. She doesn't even know who I am. She's like one of those big people. Country Life Vlog. You're welcome. You are going to be blessed by that channel. Your wife is going to be in there cooking up bread and all sorts of stuff and chopping celery on logs outside.
She just uses rustic everything. It's great.
It is so cool. I mean, it makes me want to go out there and do something, but it's so hot.
Wow, hey, I'm like, go for it. We were talking about the outdoor oven, right? The sun oven.
Yes.
Not too long ago.
We're gonna do that on Nature School. We're gonna make a DIY outside oven.
Sun oven, I think
Sun
it's called.
oven.
So that's going to be really interesting. So look out for that video. Also, this week is going to be what, insect hotels?
Yes, we're gonna teach children how to make your family how to make bug hotels.
Yep.
Very simple, with simple things that you can find in the house, and that is something that's very important for our new series, Nature School. I want to be sure that you guys can do this. You guys have most of the stuff at your house already, or you can go to Dollar Tree and get something very inexpensive to make these things. We also are encouraging some recycling, upcycling, or is it upcycling? Is that what it's called?
Repurposing?
Repurposing! Yes, repurposing. But what do I do without him?
Make better videos.
So we're excited about that. Okay, now we're really gonna leave this time. Thank
So
you guys.
God bless y'all. We'll see y'all next time.
Love
all right.
y'all. I just gotta figure out how to turn this
Just
off.
gotta hit the X
Okay.
button. And